today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they're hot as can be. Winners of 8 of their last 9. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Eagles.
Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Boston Scott, his first carry. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Ball carrier. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ready for us.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Carson Wentz. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take out a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From way up at the 23. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Now we see quarterback Drew Brees and his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them.
Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Boston Scott here playing against the Saints, the team that drafted him in the 6th round back in 2018 and was a member of the Saints practice squad for a while, later wound up in Philly, and he came on strong in the stretch of 2019, and now here he is trying to keep a name for himself. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From way up at the 23. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Now Breeze lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past him.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And right away, he'll look to throw. Now Brees wants the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
1st and goal at the
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to say...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson wins. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Now he's on pace now for 12 rushing touchdowns, and I think he's making fantasy owners smile.
I think you've got to change something on defense, don't you? I mean, we often talk about using a spy on a quarterback who has the ability to run and maneuver outside of the pocket. Maybe they need to change that to spying him, because this many touchdowns this early, that is demoralizing for a defense. One guy breaking them down.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Saints take over 1st and 10.
We put our attention now on the Eagles defense. And they have been popping the ball free here seemingly at every turn. I mean, let's watch all these fumbles they've created.
That's really good coaching, and it's excellent execution, because everyone talks now about tackling, and that second guy in, what do they want to do, partner?
Scrape it loose.
Scrape it loose, pop it free, and everyone's doing a really good job of that, and we're seeing it in evidence here today.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brees. Now Brees wants the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd. And this is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And this offense is running away with this one.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From way up at the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, Breeze. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he loses the football a second time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
A fumble on the play. Out of bounds.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
35. Saints nothing.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Into the red zone, Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz as his guys continue to pour it on. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time.
Jake Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the goes on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On play action, now Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Breeze's throw on target to Cook.
Breeze.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up 3rd.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
He may try and run for this. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Ready? We're waiting. Here we go. 57.
Breeze now on first down. Now Breeze lost the football, and the Eagles have recovered.
A fumble on the play.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And 9 yards to go.
Now Wentz on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. He's going to fire one deep over. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Prime time, baby.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Fulgham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles continue to roll. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it. on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Dwayne Washington. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that under pressure? They got him again. Fletcher Cox in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
It's second down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. He'll fire it. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are pouring it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, Mike's 42.
On first down, Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
What are they thinking? What are they thinking?
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. The Niners trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, it's off to Southern Nevada. Check out the action going on beside the neon lights of Las Vegas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Nelson Aguilar, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 27-6, the final score. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because no.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it. But think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On first down, it's Scott. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Scott. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's good for an Eagles.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Alshon.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey there to make the grab. And this offense is running away with this one. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Here's Harris to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and out of roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that is gonna be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, Wentz. This throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Wentz again. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense. It's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Breeze now on 1st down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Washington, the ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
The tackle made at the 12.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And the Saints 1st down.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now James returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We know these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That's caught by Montgomery. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good.